Warning. The Good Times Podcast features foul language and insensitive comments performed by professionals. Accordingly, Good Times Podcast must insist that no one should play this show out loud during work, at school, or with your grandma. Enjoy the show. On this week's episode of the Good Times Podcast, we talk about bums fighting or fighting bums.
We also talk about social media stupidity. Wow, I'm surprised I got that one out right.
Not only that, do you remember the price of a Pokemon card? You should check it now, because it might be worth a lot of money.
All of this and much more emanating live from the GTP hole. This is the Good Times Podcast.
Good Times Podcast. Hey, y'all having a good time? Having a good time. Always a good time. Now what the hell are you waiting for? Donuts.
Welcome on in, everyone. I am the assassin of this slaved mind, the executioner, and if you don't know, now you know. And fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's Almanac Jack.
What's up, everybody? You are listening to another episode of Good Times. That's right, this is the Good Times Podcast, where there's good laughs, good fun, and it's always a good time.
Fuck y'all.
Executioner, we are here in a pretty humid GTP hole.
Oh, God.
What's going on besides the humidity?
Oh, man. There's not too much going on. Just kidding. There's actually a lot going on, to be honest. Besides it being humid as fuck in this fucking studio, all I gotta say is it's been a long fucking week. So for those of you who know, because I'm pretty sure at this point everybody fucking knows, it was Prime Week this past week.
Prime Week!
Fucking Prime Week. That shit was terrible. But, so you've heard about Prime Week, obviously, right?
Yeah, at this point, who hasn't?
Yeah, that's what I was basically going for there. Did you happen to buy anything?
No.
All right, perfect. Me either. No, I did.
And you work there.
No, yeah, so all week it's literally just been 12 hours every single day. And as you could tell, you know, the GTP hole is a little bit dirty and very sweaty.
Yeah.
And
just like a GTB hole.
yeah. Wait, what?
You know, in the summer you get a musty bee hole.
Oh,
you know, you get a musty gooch, which, you know, then, you know, as you know, what do you call it? Hot air rises.
Okay.
So it goes from gooch straight up to your bee hole. So then you get a musty bee hole.
There you go.
And then it dries out and you get a crusty bee hole.
I mean, honestly, that sounds absolutely amazing. I don't know about you, but I was ready for that.
Yep.
No, I wasn't, actually. I was kind of
As long as you don't get a rusty bee hole.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, you don't want a rusty bee hole. You might die.
Yeah, that's where lube comes in.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Lube. But either way, yeah, so that this past week has been fucking crazy and stuff like that. Doing all this Prime Week shit. And it's like, not only that, but we're going to go straight into the holidays already, where we're just going to be fucking working like madmen like we were last year. Basically every single year it's like that when you work like 12 hours. But the shittier part is that we're working a fifth day most of the time during the holidays and stuff like that. So it's 5 days, 12 hours every single fucking, you know, every single week. So it can get fucking hectic. Basically you just go to sleep, wake up, and go back to work pretty much. Like,
yeah, well, it's kind of crazy like how you said, you know, the holidays are coming up. And then you're going to get everybody, where did the year go? Year went by so fast. Where did the year go? Absolutely nowhere.
Your ass.
Your mom's ass. Yeah, like, we've done absolutely nothing all year round. You know,
Yeah.
Nobody has. So that's where the year went. It went to your living room.
It really
Went to your buns and thighs.
buns and ties. And you know what was funny too is that they were talking about how damn nice catch there.
Jedi reflexes, baby.
For those of you watching, no,
Yeah.
no. So I would like they were saying that like a lot of the deals were going to be pointed towards like more home stuff and.
Brooms?
Yeah.
Yes.
Brooms were on sale. Broombas were on sale.
Hey, were the Mr. Clean mops on sale? Because I'll get one of those.
I think so.
Shit.
I think there was one on sale at some
Shit.
point. I did see a few mops on there. I saw some, like I said, some Roombas, and then they had these lightning deals. Basically, they would just throw them up for a little bit, and whoever.
Where you can buy actual lightning.
Yes, you can. So when you need to wake up in the morning, get one of these lightning deals and lightning yourself in the morning.
Does your life need a new spark? We'll get this. Lightning in a can.
Just show some guy turning around and like pulling down his pants.
Yeah, it says right on the bottom, lightning in a can is a suppository.
Other than that, that's how it's been going for me. It's crazy. Work is basically life at this point. But what about you, Jack? How about you?
Man, I'll tell you, this has been a crazy fucking week.
Okay.
And I'm going to get right into it. Because I was going to my brother's house.
You have a brother?
And yeah, I have a brother.
Oh, nice.
And and he has a house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I was going to his house, and I'm right at the light that's right at the corner of his house before I turn into the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
And in the parking lot, I happen to look over. There's a bum lady. Okay.
Oh, no.
And when you see a bum, you're always in for a good treat because they do their wacky stuff and they're all cracked out and whatever. Well, this cracked out bum lady had no pants on.
Oh.
She was in the middle of the parking lot.
Oh.
She was bent over.
Oh.
And she was pissing.
Oh.
Pissing hard too, dude. This wasn't no
Pissing hard?
This wasn't no like gentle stream piss or a light what do you call it? A tinkle. No, dude, this was a full blown piss.
That's a one of those I've been on like a 4-day bender of sleep because I had so much fucking meth.
Yeah.
And you wake up after 4 days like, God damn, I gotta pee so bad.
Yeah. And I just happened to look over, and I swear, because I had the windows down, I swear I could have heard it. So, you ever turn your water hose on, in the driveway, and like it just starts pouring out, and like that sound of it hitting the driveway? Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounded like.
Oh no!
And because the hose has air in it, it has the occasional. Yeah, put that in there too. And my wife was with me, and she was looking on her phone, and so I look over. I'm like, look, she's pissing, and she looks over. Yeah, so
Jeez.
that's how the week started. And then leaving work, I also almost got into a fight.
You almost got into a fight?
Yeah, unprovoked fight.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, and it was with your homie, Little Ryan.
What?
Yeah.
No.
The guy looked just like fucking Little Ryan.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, what? I'm so confused.
So I'm walking out of the store that I was servicing, and I'm looking before I walk into the street. Look left, look right. You don't want to get run over. Mm-hmm. And when I looked left, I saw this guy in jeans, I think DC shoes,
jeans and a hat, as in Smokey Bear.
He did have a hat on.
Okay.
And then he was just wearing a wife beater.
Oh, God.
Which means he beats his wife.
Yeah, definitely beats his wife.
And so I look right, and then there's no cars. So I'm walking across the street to go into the parking lot.
Right.
And I'm walking, and then I hear behind me, yo, big dog. Hey, yo, big dog. So I turn around, and I'm like, what's up? And he looks at me, he looks me in the eye, and just goes like this. Nothing. Just thought you had something to say. And I'm like, fuck you. No. So I turn around and I just go to my car. But at the same time, I'm also kind of like side-eyeing just to make sure this dude doesn't run up behind me and try
Yeah.
to stab me or something, right?
Yeah, or sideswipe you.
So he turns around and he starts walking back to like walk against the wall of the store.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting in the car, letting the air turn on and all that good shit. And I notice he's just pacing the sidewalk right there. And I'm like, this guy's just looking for trouble. Like
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
wants to start shit with somebody.
Right.
And I felt bad because this lady was in like one of the handicap stalls.
Uh-huh.
And she was like putting like her baby away and putting her groceries and
God.
shit. I'm like, oh man, don't tell me this guy's gonna fucking steal the baby or steal her fucking bananas or some shit, And so I'm kind of watching just to make sure he doesn't do anything. But then he starts walking towards the other side of the store. So I'm like, okay, she's on her own now. I'm leaving,
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so your homie Lil Ryan almost got into a fight with me just because he
Shit.
thought I had something to say.
All I gotta say is, to all you bife weeders out there, make sure not to wear your bife weeder and try to beat a wife, or something like that,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So from bums to fucking guys trying to say I have something to say.
Oh my god.
It's a weird time.
Dude, that's fucking bullshit. But you know what's funny too is that so one of my friends at work, so I've talked about him before on the podcast and whatnot. He's like his name's Luis. He's like he's like fucking funny ass Mexican dude, hella dark. And he's super young, so he's like low key, like kind of dumb in a certain sense,
Sure.
And it's all good. I call him dumb all the time. He said it's all good. No, I'm just playing. But
He listens to this. Hey,
yeah, no,
fuck?
he's hella funny, dude. But anyways, so he's harmless. He's literally a harmless little Mexican boy that will he'll stand up for himself if he needs to. But other than that, he's not trying to look for trouble or anything, or doesn't really care to hate people or get in fights with them or talk shit on people, But he's kind of had this rivalry with this one dude that works there. And I don't know, he's kind of like a bigger Mexican kid, not he's kind of chubby. He looks like he probably worked out for a while and then stopped or whatever.
Sure.
And
Just like everybody else.
you know what his name is?
What?
Sal.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they give him the full Salvador.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Without the beef.
if you're listening to this, you can go to fucking hell because I'll whoop your ass. I don't give a damn. Anyways,
Oh,
so
them's fighting ways.
so basically, I always catch this dude kind of
jacking off.
so when if I'm hanging out with my homie Luis and we're walking to go somewhere, when we're at work or something, he'll he'll basically come the other way, and sometimes I'll catch him look at him real quick, give him a quick glance, and then we were at the break room, so we're sitting there, we're on lunch, whatever, and then all of a sudden this guy walks up again. Right, he walks up, and as he's walking up, my friend Luis is on his phone and he's looking down, and so everyone has to be 6 feet apart and whatnot. So I'm kind of off to the side, and I can kind of
You're 5.5 feet apart.
so I can kind of see everything that's going on right here or next to me. So he's walking by, and he's a good probably 5-10 feet away from him as he's walking towards him, and he's staring at him, just looking at him, just staring at him intently, and then he literally is right next to him as he's walking by. And he's still he literally looks down at him and then fucking keeps walking. And I go, what the fuck? And the guy didn't turn around. I was like, what the fuck you staring at? And then he just didn't turn around. I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Nothing. Just get nothing. He just kept walking.
He thought you had something to say.
Oh, I had something to say. But it's what the fuck? Just because he's a little Mexican kid, you think you're gonna fucking pick on this guy? You know what I mean? That's my job. No.
I know, right? Get your own little Mexican.
Yeah, god damn it. No, but dude, it was dude, what the fuck is your problem? Come on, man.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. It seems like little Mexican guys or just Mexican guys in general like to start fights.
Yeah.
Kind of like Glasses,
Oh god.
But except he was drunk though.
Oh my god, Glasses had me dying.
Yeah, and then he had somebody else dying too.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
What about you? So back to the bums. You ever have a crazy bum story or see a bum doing something stupid?
Man, I've seen a lot of bums in my lifetime. Damn, I'm trying to think like off the top of the dome. You know what I'm saying? Damn. That's a good one. Bum stories.
Well, while you're thinking about it, I got a good bum story, and it's about the pigeon bum.
Oh,
Yeah. So
good old pigeon bum. Call back.
So, our good friend of the show, Long Leg Daddy-O, James, he was with me when we saw this happen, okay? And I'm pretty sure... Yep, here it is. Okay, I had to find it in my messages because his girlfriend wanted to know the story of Pigeon Bum. And he was explaining it, but then he told me, hey, tell her the story of Pigeon Bum. So I wrote it down to her and I saved it just for such an occasion. and this is from 2017, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah. So I knew this would come in handy sometime.
Handy.
So the legend of Pigeon Man goes back as far as time itself. It all began, though, while James and I were driving down Kings Canyon and saw him walk with what made our head turn. A pigeon in his arms.
Oh, shit.
Not only was this pigeon in his arms, but it was dead.
Dead?
Dead. While we do not know if Pigeon was dead from natural causes or if it was just another victim of man. Not long after, while we were going back to James's house, we saw Pigeon Man, a block or two down from where we originally saw him. But this time, he was eating a sandwich.
Oh, no.
In what we can presume was a pigeon sandwich.
No.
Now he goes around collecting pigeons for breakfast, lunch, and for dinner. Henceforth, the name Pigeon Man, a.k.a. the Pigeon Bum. I knew this would come in handy sometime.
So basically, you looked over at him and the guy was like, hey, you like pigeon? And you're like, sure. And you got a pigeon sandwich. Like, fuck it.
Yeah. So I can only presume that Pigeon Man is still around, mostly because pigeons are still around. But if you notice that the pigeon population in your neighborhood starts to go down, keep an eye out around sunset.
Okay.
Just before sunset. They call it the magic hour in the movie studios.
Okay.
Keep an eye out. No, they really do. Because I guess the light is like just right to where it won't get a glare.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so around the magic hour, be on the lookout for something not so magical. The Pigeon Man. The Pigeon Man.
Not so magical.
Yeah, he ain't magical. He's tragical, okay?
Tragical?
It's probably been a huge tragedy, the reason why he's eating pigeons.
Oh, man. That's fucking so weird, though. Like, and a lot of people will probably be like, well, you know, don't judge them. They're doing what they're doing. It's like, they're on drugs. Calm down.
Yeah. No, but you know what? People will probably be like, don't judge him. That's not pigeon he's eating. It's squall.
Squall?
Yeah, that's like the term that if you were to go hunt wild pigeons, that's what they call it. They call it squall.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, nah, dude, this ain't squall. This is fucking city of Fresno pigeon eating whatever it finds on the floor.
And then gets eaten.
Probably has a bunch of like used up Taco Bell packets in its stomach.
Man. And
probably,
Band-Aids.
Yeah, and some of those twisty ties from the bread. and probably like a piece of straw and shit.
You know, that kind of reminds me of like when people would be like, fat shaming. You shouldn't fat shame people. And it's like, oh, yeah, of course, you're not going to sit there and say, like, you're a fat bitch. Like, you know, you lose some weight. But it's like, you know, 50 years from now, I bet you they're going to be probably like, oh, damn, I wish somebody would have told me I was fat.
Yeah. No, you know what, though? It's funny you bring that up because I noticed it was trending on Twitter last night.
Oh, was it?
Billie Eilish again. She was trending on Twitter.
What is she
Because
doing?
you know how she normally wears like big baggy clothes so
Yeah.
that you don't see her figure or you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
You just see her hands, her head, and you know maybe like a foot if she's wearing sandals.
She's a robot.
Yeah. And so the article was about how brave Billie Eilish was because she was pictured in like some like just random article online for some newspaper where she's walking around in shorts, shoes, a tank top, and that's it. She wasn't wearing the baggy shit. She was wearing stuff that actually like, you know, conformed to her figure.
Yeah.
And the person in the magazine was saying, oh, she's so brave that she's wearing this. And, you know, people need to stop shaming her. And that's why she wears those big baggy clothes. So everybody had a shit fit saying like, dude, have you looked at her? She's another like white girl that has big boobs, you know, has like a, you know, regular shaped body,
Yeah.
you know, because she's skinny. She just has real big boobs, and that's probably like another reason that she wears these big baggy clothes. So like,
Yeah.
there's no attention on her boobs on her singing instead.
Yeah.
And so
Her
they
top
were,
eye is not her bottom eye.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
And her face cheeks, not her other cheeks.
Her sandy cheeks, got you.
Yeah. So they were just shitting on this person who wrote the article and be like, yo, why is she brave just because she's probably like a size like 4? You know, like why is everything that's above a size 1 like brave? Like no, like if you're okay, compared to fucking Lizzo, you know, Lizzo's a tank, okay? So okay. But for her to be going to a Lakers game with her whole ass out, Rikishi style, you know, that's pretty brave. You know, like I don't know if anybody like fat like that would do that. Okay,
Oh, I've
like
seen some people.
okay, but
It's not
celebrity
pretty.
wise though,
Yeah,
celebrity
okay,
wise
yeah.
though. Okay, there's some girls around here in town that probably do that,
Well, because they don't
and they
want
don't even
fat
do it on
people to-
purpose.
Walmart.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, how far is shaming? Like, how far does shaming go? Just because somebody might be a size 3 and then all of a sudden they put on a size 3 dress and they can't fit into it. It's like, oh, you're fat. You're fat. You know, you don't fit
Yeah.
into it. It's like, no, I'm not fat. I'm brave. Because it's like, no, you gain.
Brave.
It's like, no, you gain some weight. Like, just fucking chill. You know, like,
Yeah.
Like, how far does this whole like sensitivity bullshit have to go?
Oh, it goes far.
Like for me, dude, like just tell it how it is. You don't
Yeah.
need to oversensitize everything. Like, hey, you know what, Chris? I know you didn't fit into that dress now, but you need to fit into it. All right, suck it in. You know,
Why do you have to be so mean?
exactly.
Oh, wait, this is real.
like how far does this shit have to go?
It's got to go far enough to really just kind of break society to where it's at now. You know, and people always like, they always like talk shit. Chris, you're just a conspiracy theorist and blah, blah. Hey, bro, we've been talking about this for a long time. And look where our society is getting worse and worse when it comes to sensitivity. But
Worser.
we tried to tell y'all this a long time ago, but, you know, we just some hacks at tinfoil hat. Anyways, I'm...
Yeah,
No, but in all seriousness, even though that was all serious, but in all seriousness, it's true. Like, we're literally getting to the point where you're really not really able to say anything at all. Like,
yeah.
you will find yourself fucking, you know, you won't get beat up. You'll just get social medially
You'll get
beat
canceled.
up. Yeah,
You'll be canceled.
right. Canceling is fucking stupid. It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. And it kind of brings up the whole thing to me. If you were to cancel somebody for tweets that they did, you know, 10 years ago and whatnot, or just cancel anybody for whatever reason, what about the people that you are supporting now that are closet, like, I don't know, pedophiles, racists?
Yeah. Well, like you said that one
Is that
time.
okay to be supporting those people?
Yeah.
Just because you don't know, because they're not publicly racist?
Yeah, well, like you said
Stupid.
that one time. Remember, like they're making it to where like being a racist is the worst thing you could ever be.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
worse than a pedophile.
worse than a pedophile, or
Worse than a murderer.
worse than like simple shit like that. You know, like you know what, dragging that dog 3 blocks, you know, with your car, that's bad, but not as bad as calling that dog an N-word. You know, like it kind of goes too far too. It's like, yeah, but. The dog doesn't understand what I'm calling it, but it does feel all the shit that I'm like beating it with, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's stupid how people are like that.
No,
and it's just like it's social media stupidity. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, and that's just kind of like where it's all going right now. Where, you know, you have the buzzwords, the trigger words, and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not
Fact
gonna.
checker.
Oh God, fucking fact checkers. I mean, it's not like you should be going out there and like calling people N words and
No,
like,
of course
you know what I mean?
not.
That's not. I'm almost positive that's not what a lot of people are saying. But
Yeah,
also
nobody wakes up in the morning. You know what? I'm gonna drive my truck all around town today, and I'm gonna look me some of them ands, and I'm gonna just yell at them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just tell it straight up like it is.
Yeah, and find some of those Philadelphia 70 Spixers and tell those wetbacks go back to Mexico.
But build that wall on your way out.
Yeah, build it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It like makes no fucking sense, because the thing is that people will get offended for you. Like I have friends that'll like call me a fucking spick or say that I'm a beaner or a wetback. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. Like, it's funny to me.
Dude, I call
find it
my
kinda-
wife a beaner all the time. I tell her she listens to bean music. Like,
Yeah, you know what's funny? Someone's gonna be listening to this and like report you or and put you up for like you know, like that's emotional abuse and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it just like
Yeah,
just,
I'm really torturing her, guys.
I know she's at home. I'm not a beaner. I'm not a beaner. I'm not a beaner. Style.
Yeah, I don't even allow beans in my house. We don't even eat beans.
Yeah, who wants Banes when you can
Yeah.
have Baners?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to like racism again, it's like don't be so direct at somebody to be like, wow, this guy's really a fucking, you know, he's really a spick. Like this
Yeah.
guy straight up, like, you know, that's fucked up. Like don't. It's just like insulting people. It's like unless you want to fight the motherfucker, like don't insult them.
Yeah, if you want to fight them at a Amazon packing house or whatever. So,
Fuck you, Sal.
so another thing of
Vidor.
social media stupidity is that on TikTok there was this video I was watching, and it was this doctor guy. He's I don't know, just a regular practitioner or something, but he was talking about cleaning your ears and, you know, not to use Q-tips. And the tool he had, or it wasn't, he didn't even have the tool. It was just a video of like that, like looks like a screw almost, but it's made out of rubber, and you put it in there and you just turn it, and like that'll get the wax out. And
What the fuck?
it's to not use a Q-tip because you're just pushing that shit in there, supposedly. But I commented on his thing, and I was like, I bet you still use Q-tips. And so then he put it on his thing. He's all like, oh, savage. No, I don't. I'm like, oh my god, this dude's getting over here fucking like hella triggered just because I said he uses Q-tips. But he didn't say what he uses though. He didn't say
Yeah.
if he used that tool or not.
It's just a rubber. Don't forget your rubbers.
Yeah, don't forget your rubbers.
Dude, first and foremost, I mean, I can understand because like I've seen people like I had it one time. Oh my god, I had it one time where I just got out of the shower and I was cleaning out my Q-tip, my mouth. I was
Hey,
like,
you got to clean that Q-tip, man.
you know what I mean? I was like, ugh. But
suck all that peanut butter off.
so I put it in my ear, and so I'm like kind of going at my ear, you know. And then I kind of just let it sit there because I was doing something on my computer, and then I was like, oh, and I threw my hand up, and my shoulder went up, and boom, it hit me right in the fucking Q-tip, and it went into my ear, and I was like, ah.
I've had that happen before.
That fucking sucks,
Yeah,
dude.
that sucks.
Fucking sucks.
But dude, there's no better feeling than when you just got out of the shower and there's still a little bit of wet in that ear, and you put that Q-tip in and just
get that wet. You know what I'm saying?
just oh fuck yeah.
That is the best fucking feeling. When you're,
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's the best.
And then your like neck cracks back and your toes curl. You're like, oh.
So another piece of social media stupidity
Oh, God.
is on Instagram. Okay.
Instagram.
Follow me at B Sal Sanchez. And so this wrestling guy, I use him to look at all the results for shows because this dude watches everything and he'll post pictures of like what the end result was.
Gotcha.
So his thing was it's a picture of Adam Page and he's just sitting at the commentary booth, kind of just like you know, like just like a down kind of face, and it says, "Me when I see middle class and below Americans thinking Donald Trump is for them," and this isn't like a real like political thing, but the thing of it was I was like, dude, this is a wrestling account. Why are you getting political on it? Like, just show the results of the show and you know, put a funny meme up or whatever, but like, don't get political. This is like just to have fun, to get away from all that stuff, right?
Right.
So then I said that. I said, oh, come on, man. When you see a wrestling account like talking politics, and I put that like face palm emoji.
Yeah.
So then he's all, I mean, I'm American. Am I not allowed to speak on politics because I watch wrestling? And I thought, dude, how fast did this dude get triggered just because I said that? When it's like, you kind of know it, like, everybody's going to be arguing and shit in your comments, and every comment that you get in is just going to be people saying like Biden sucks or Trump sucks, you know, like I want to get away from all that shit. Like, that's why I look at your page to watch, or see the wrestling results, not to fucking, get more into all this hate and shit, in the comments.
Right. And no, I absolutely agree. And see, the whole thing is like, a lot, like that was a kind of a big thing when, like big companies and like, especially like celebrities or players, they start getting like real political and stuff like that. A lot of the times people get mad about it because it's not like they don't share the same view as them. And it's not like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. And it's not that celebrities or players or whatever shouldn't be political because, they just do this thing and blah, blah, blah. It's mainly just because of the fact that they're not usually genuine about the fucking subject. Like, a lot of you already know I fucking hate LeBron James. I think he's like the fucking scum of the fucking earth. And a lot of recent shit kind of like happened with the whole when everybody started walking out on the games and stuff like that for a while. Or there was like one night like during the like beginning of the playoffs, I think, where there was that shooting that happened, and then all of a sudden like the players stopped. Like,
yeah, I think I remember that.
The players just like basically boycotted
Milwaukee,
the game for
huh?
that night. Yeah. So and then so here's the thing though, is that a lot of these like big public figures and stuff like that, they're all like a bunch of bitches because what it comes down to is, like LeBron James, everyone's like, oh my gosh, LeBron James, he's so great. He's all about the black people, and he's all about the movement and the community and all this, blah, 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 right? Okay, but why wasn't he the one that, when this first happened, why wasn't he the one that boycotted first? No, he waited until there was a whole thing about all this other stuff and all these teams were going to start boycotting, and then he's like, you know what, that's a great idea, I'm going to do that. And everyone's like, wow, that's a leader right there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the flying fuck? Makes absolutely no fucking sense to me that these motherfuckers will come in as puppets, brainwashed as fuck, don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the damn time. That's the shit that pisses me off. I'm not saying that you can't get political. I don't give a damn, honestly. The thing is that when you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about and you just buy into whatever the fucking news is saying and all this other shit, then you're coming from like from your brain where you can't even fucking like think correctly, like me right now. but seriously, like
He's been brainwashed.
if you're not informed, shut the fuck up. Seriously, like you're literally, and people would always say like, well, that's dangerous thinking. You think the earth is flat? That's dangerous thinking. If you think this and that, that's dangerous thinking. How the fuck is that dangerous thinking when going on your Twitter with millions and billions of followers and you're putting out like shit where you're not even fully informed about the subject? How is that not dangerous thinking? Stupid social media stupidity. Lick my ass.
Lick my ass. No,
Fuck it.
Yeah, my thing was just like some people need to realize that like their accounts, like a meme page or something like that, or just like a sports page, people are using that page to get away from this election stuff because it's everywhere. Dude, it's even on Nickelodeon.
Oh god.
Alicia Keys was talking about racism and shit to kids. Nickelodeon, dude. I'm like, oh my god, like it's like I get that kids should know about that, but like, dude, you don't need to have like a whole like fucking town hall meeting about this shit with the kids. The kids don't give a shit. They know, dude. Okay, kids aren't racist until like they learn that.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, there's that little Asian kid playing with an Indian girl. Then they don't give a fuck. They're just playing tag.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, hell, yeah, you know what? Your skin's lighter than mine. Your hair's straighter than mine.
Oh.
It's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
They don't.
No.
But everybody else does in later in life. So don't teach them to like hate now. Like just once they start, maybe like getting into like that sort of like behavior, that's when you fucking cut it right there.
Yeah, lay down the law.
Yeah.
Right. Like, what the fuck? Don't do that.
Don't
shit.
teach them like, yeah, you know what? White people hate black people. What, Alicia Keys? What the fuck are you doing?
That's ridiculous. And it kind of goes back to like when you know, like when you're growing up and stuff like that, and you hear like someone else like call like someone else like, oh, you're stupid, and then you're like, oh, that's a good one, you know what I mean? You're like,
You're, hey, stupid.
oh, stupid, you're so stupid. But then also when you look at the shit like that's on TV, or when we look at the shit that's on like in movies and stuff like that, they were fucking putting that shit out from the very beginning. You know, I didn't learn how to cuss until I started watching movies. I didn't learn how to be a dumb ass to other people till I saw it like on, you know, The Mighty Ducks or something like that. So it literally only gets worse, and everybody will, you know, a lot of people are like, you know, oh, it's not because of the stuff that we watch. Like, bro, like, you literally get programmed from the very beginning, from when you're a fucking little kid, and then you come up, and now it's just even worse. But that's the thing, you make something like bigger than it is, or you make a problem, and then, you know, you make everyone scared about it, and then they just take away everyone's shit. But anyway, it's stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
leave the fucking kids alone. Goddamn.
Yeah, poor kids, man. Getting taught all this shit too early.
Yeah.
And plus, like I was telling you, you know, before the show started, all these kids are just staying home, and they don't even get to go play, you know, soccer or anything anymore. You know, because right now would be football season.
Yep.
Basketball would start training right now. Volleyball season for the girls. You know, like, they're not gonna get to do shit, dude. Like, these kids are gonna have no friends, no social skills. It's a damn shame, man.
It's all gonna be 6 feet and over Zoom call.
Yeah.
Like no eye
Good
contact.
luck getting a girlfriend.
Yeah. God, oh.
Or whatever gender friend you want. At this point, you're gonna have like a cat friend.
Oh, I got nothing.
Right? Yeah. All right. Well, I got nothing else left either, so we'll take a break. And on the other side, man, I got a real beef with something that my driver's been doing, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for not being able to do it. Beef. Where's the beef? The beef is on the other side. This is the Good Times Podcast. We're going to commercial.
Hey, Almanac Jack, do you like shakes?
Oh yeah.
Do you like tea?
Who doesn't?
Well, what if I told you that you could have a cinnamon toast crunch shake and a gummy worm tea, but not have to worry about it being too many calories?
Oh, I'm all for that.
Then look no further than the Healthy Hub. Located in Fresno, California at 777 East Barstow, the Healthy Hub serves you healthy shakes, energizing tea, and gives off good vibes. Shakes are under 250 calories, and teas boost your immune system while also providing antioxidant support. While you're there, you'll also enjoy the positive environment and super friendly staff. Head on over to the Healthy Hub at 777 East Barstow and get yourself a healthy shake, tea, and ask about their energizing coffee as well. They offer pickup and delivery. And when you go, tell them the GTP sent you. Hey, Almanac, how's that tea?
Oh, man, that was good. Hey, listeners, if you like listening to our show, hopefully you'll like wearing our show. That's right, you can get yourself a Good Times Podcast t-shirt. Just head over to tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez and take your pick from our current neon logo, our retro logo, and even our jackass logo. If you don't want a shirt, you could get yourself a hoodie, or maybe a sticker, or a button, or whatever else you can put our logo on. Show your support for the show by supporting us. tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez. That's tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez. Get yourself a shirt and show everyone you're having a good time. And we're back here at the Good Times Podcast. This musty, crusty, stinky GTP hole. And boy, does it stink.
It stinks.
Nice and good.
Oh, God. That's what happens when you have a lot of KFC. Kentucky Fried Cock.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Yay. Hey, so I wanted to get this out of the way real quick.
Do it.
Because, I came over here and I was eating some Boiga King.
Okay.
Right? Well,
Home with a Whopper.
home of the land of the free, home of the Whopper. So I had made an attempt to go to Burger King
Okay.
earlier in the week with my wife.
My wife.
And so we went and we get to the speaker and the lady's like, just to let you know, we all out of hamburgers.
What?
All we have is chicken sandwiches and chicken nuggets.
What?
And I was like, fuck this shit up. Fuck this shit up. I'm out. And I was like, dude, the whole reason I came here was to get a fucking Whopper.
Yeah.
And so,
Home with a...
how the hell does a burger joint run out of burgers?
That's a good question.
It's almost the same thing as this happened to me one time where Popeye's chicken ran out of chicken. I was like, yeah, let me have the tenders. Oh, all we have right now are just thighs and wings. And I'm like, so you have no tenders at all? No, we have boneless wings though. I'm like, that's the same shit. That's the same exact shit. How do you mess up an order that bad?
Let me get my chicken tendies, please.
Yeah.
Sir, we're out of chicken tendies.
It's like going to church and having no holy water.
That would be funny. And they're all like...
Sorry, we ran out.
That would be funny if you walked up to get the communion and they're like, we're all out.
Yeah,
What the
sorry.
fuck?
They're using fucking Ritz crackers.
You know what's funny is that I've actually seen that before now that I think about it.
Yep, there was a allergic girl at St. Helens. Literally allergic to everything. Okay? Like, hands down everything. Like, it would kill her.
Jeez.
And so she couldn't have the regular host. And because it's made out of flour and who knows what. Jesus, bits of Jesus.
Oh, no. Bits of Nimrod, yeah.
And so she would use a cracker. And it'd be hilarious as shit because when you see, like, the kids bringing up the gifts, they bring up the bread and the wine. You see this fucking bucket of fucking hosts, and then all of a sudden you see a fucking, like, Ritz cracker just floating around in there. It was the funniest shit, too. And I was like, dude, fucking 9 in the morning, I'm hungry because, you wake up, you go to school, and on Fridays you got church. You don't even eat breakfast. I would rather have a Ritz cracker than, just a fucking flour flake.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Give me the damn Ritz cracker. Make mine a Ritz Bits cracker. Put
what
the
you should
cheese
do?
in there.
We should do one of these days is go and then bring like one of those Cheese Whiz cans and then get it.
Put some salsa on it.
Right in front of the fucking church. You be like, oh my God!
What?
He's disrespecting Nimrod.
What? I like a little flavor, okay? Sorry.
Or even worse, you're all...
They're all like,
Just keep going.
they're all like, would you like some Eucharist with that cheese? Yeah, you know what? Give me another one. I'll make a sandwich out of it.
Either that or you're the priest and the person puts out their hand. He's all, hold on. Like on the other hand. Thanks.
The priest is all, hey, let me get some of that. Just give me a shot right in the mouth.
That would be funny. Oh man, he got it on my stuff.
You got it, Padre. Go for it.
You're all from like the first pew. You're all just hits him in the mouth. Pow.
It shoots out like silly string.
Yes. That would be fucking
And there's that one girl,
hilarious.
it's in my eyes.
Whenever I think of the fucking not the silly string, the Cheese Whiz, I always think of that fucking Goofy movie
Oh, hell
at
yeah.
the very beginning when the guy's all, I got Cheese Whiz. Oh yeah,
Dude, Goofy movie is an underrated movie.
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I have to admit, it's pretty damn good.
Hell yeah. So, what'd you have for after the break? Because I know you had something to talk about.
So Okay, so I wrote this down like I want to say it was about a month or so ago. So good old long leg Daddy-O, he had I think it was him or his girlfriend Tori. I think it was one of them posted up something where it was Tori. So she was basically recording him as he had his phone out. And then so she's all, wait a minute, hold on. And then she's on Facebook and then she goes to his profile and she scrolls down and it says that he's single, right? Because he just never changed it.
Sure.
So he changed it like right then and there. And then I remember seeing the post later on in the day. Everyone's like, oh my God, finally, like whatever, being all stupid. So that begs the question: when people get in relationships, you get a notification in the thing, and then everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's so cute," blah blah blah, whatever. You guys look so great together, and it shows up on your timeline and shit like that. Why aren't there breakup notifications?
Oh, dude.
Come on.
I know.
Help the single guys out. We don't want to be having to go stalk your page every 5 days to wonder if the guy that you were just fucking last week is still alive. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we want to see that. Whatever, your name is Jessica and Robert broke up.
Yeah.
Because, if Jessica's single, I'm ready to mingle
Yeah.
with my Pringle,
Yeah.
So what the fuck? And everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. But then it would be even better because then not only would one party see it, but the other party's family would see it too. And then everyone start fighting in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine
Comment wars. Yo, but that'd be great. Have a little bell icon on, and you can put it right next to relationship status.
Yeah.
So you can click the alert button that if the status changes, you can get a notification saying, hey, Jessica and Robert just broke up.
Yeah.
And then there'd be another pop-up that would come up for the guys, and it would be a slide in those DMs button where it would automatically start off saying, hey, I just saw you broke up.
Yeah,
that
so
sucks,
sorry.
man. I'm
so
sorry,
sorry.
Hey, but if you need anything, let me know.
Yes, exactly. And I bet you there's somebody, like, there's a couple out there named Jessica and Robert, and they're all looking at each other right now like, fuck. How they know.
Yeah, but you know what? We had to stalk the pages back in the MySpace days.
Oh, man.
Because it wasn't just there. Like, it was on their profile, but you had to scroll down a good ways.
Yeah, look at their top 8. You gotta wonder who they thought they were.
Exactly. Whoever was
And
in the
then the
top 8 was who was, like... There's always, like, their sister, their brother,
Right.
Was in there. Their best friend was always number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then there'd be, like, the guy that they like would be in somewhere, either 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd be like, oh, so we're together now, right? Okay, yeah, so let's change our status. They change the status, and then the guy would move the girl to number 1 slot.
Right.
But the girl would still keep that guy at the 3 or 4 slot.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't put you above my sister or my brother,
Right.
or my cousin or whoever it is,
Yeah, yeah.
And then the guy would be like, okay, well, I'm gonna put my cousin at number 1. Why'd you put your cousin above me? What the fuck?
See, like, the top 8 was literally the beginning of social media insecurity.
Oh hell yeah!
The top fucking 8, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah! And then and then also too, when you're like stalking pages, you have to go look at the comments to see who's like commenting, because people would have full blown conversations in their comments.
Oh dude, yeah,
All the
I
time.
hated that.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, just message me.
Right.
Just message me.
I never understood it.
And then they still wouldn't get the hint, and they still fucking just put it in your comments. MySpace was a weird, awesome time because you had to learn how to code just to use MySpace.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, you want to have a music player and everything, you better get the code for that, and then you need to get the code for the songs too.
Find the spot, and you got to put it in there.
Yeah, and you had to have the code just for the wallpaper.
Yep. Everything, literally everything.
Insane. Those were the wild, wild west days of the internet, dude.
Yep.
Everything was like off limits as far as like what you can and can't do. Like, all bets are off, basically. You could do whatever you wanted. And then that leaked over to like the Xbox live chats and stuff like that.
Oh god.
The tapes of those things will ruin careers
Oh man.
in the next like 30 years.
So like the thing with like MySpace, the thing that bothered me the most and the reason why I moved to Facebook at the time was because I hated everybody had like these funky ass names. So like you'd be going through like your friends and you're like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is flashy nipple twister blister like 54 with like all this other bullshit on there, and you're like, go there. Oh, that's Jessica. Like you know,
You don't even know her real name until you go to her page. Who is penis in my mouth? Oh, it's Jessica. Okay.
Have you ever had any embarrassing moments on MySpace?
Embarrassing?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Well, I had a pretty embarrassing moment. I might have told this story before, but
Tell it again.
I'm gonna tell it again. So, I was like, when I first got on MySpace, it was because of my friend Nathaniel, and this was back when I was like in sixth grade, I believe. Yeah, it was sixth grade. So I first got on MySpace. My friend told me, "Hey, you should get a MySpace, meet all these people," and he's showing me all these like cool people that he's meeting on MySpace and stuff. Because this was at like the beginning of MySpace where you didn't know half the people on there. You would just add people because you had similar interests and then say what's up, you know. So
It could be like from way different parts of like the country too.
right, and I think that's mainly what MySpace was for, regardless. But you know, anyway,
Just in case you take a trip to Seattle or something like that, there's a girl just waiting for you.
oh, that's supposed to be butt cheeks clapping.
Oh, go ahead and continue.
Sorry. So it's about sixth grade, and so he tells me, yeah, you should do this, blah blah. So I'm like, I don't know who the fuck to add because like at that time they don't have like people you may know or anything
Yeah.
like that. So what I did was I added him and then just kind of went through his friends and just kind of added people or whatever, right? So at the time I didn't post up a picture of myself because I'm like, well, I don't really have anything to take a picture with, so I'm just gonna
Nobody
post
had
it random.
webcams.
Yeah.
Digital cameras were brand new.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. So I didn't really have anything to upload or do anything like that. And then so I remember adding this one girl, and I will never forget this because like it was fucking embarrassing, but her name is Heather. Now I'm in sixth grade and she was probably like a freshman in high school or something like that, I believe. She's pretty cute too. Like you know, I'm all like sixth grade. Oh, the freshman. Oh my god.
Boobs, oh god.
She's so cute, you know. And
She's got hair.
so then I don't know. So I added her, and then she commented like, "Hey, thanks for the ad," and I was like, "Yeah, no problem," blah blah. And then she was just like asking me random questions, and then she's like, "What do you look like?" And I was like, like, and I didn't know how to respond because, you know, how the fuck do you respond to that? What do you look like? I'm Mexican, you dumb bitch. So
We're stupid too because like we think like that they can see us and they should already know what we look like.
yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
oh, I got, you know, black hair and, you know, I'm this tall and I
Big
weigh
wiener.
this much. Most of it is in my weenie, you know.
So anyways, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I should post up a picture. So I was thinking, how the fuck would I do that? And I used to have a camera in the back of the day, like a video camera. It was my dad's, and then I ended up just like taking it and using it for like skate videos and wrestling videos and all that shit, you know. So it's like, oh yeah, I have a camera. I forgot. So I remember at the time I had my OLV sweatshirt and it was red. And then I had one of my Niner hats and it was a red hat. And I literally put it on and then I put my hood on and I basically took a picture. I still remember the picture in my head because I looked like a little fucking dumb fuck. And I had like acne all over my head because I'm on my forehead and I had some pimples and stuff. I'm in sixth grade.
Acne, back knee, inner ear knee.
Inner ear knee. So then I remember taking the picture and then I posted it. And then not even 5 minutes later, I was like, where'd she go? I was like, she deleted me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Heather,
Is it because she knew what OLV was or what?
no, I just think because I was a little fucking kid.
Because you look too young for
Yeah, I
her?
think I was just like because I was a little
Gotcha.
fucking kid. And, you know, I was a little dumb,
Gotcha.
little young, stupid fuck. But Heather, if you're out there listening to this, I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I don't forgive you, and you're a jackass because ever since then I can't post pictures anywhere.
He's never
wait.
been able to wear an OLV sweater again.
Thank God, I don't want to ever wear an old lady's vagina sweater anyway.
Well, the story from MySpace that like I've told on here before was the one where what do we call her? Oh, Patty. She thought that I stole her iPod. I told that one before. You can listen to that one in one of the old episodes. Look it up in the archives.
Dude.
I think it's one of the episodes that Long Leg Daddy-O's on.
Yeah, look it up on your iPod and you'll be able to find it.
Yeah, but just go back, go to thegoodtimespodcast.com and go to the archives and you can listen to that one
How's
for
that
yourself.
iPod doing? It's still good?
Yeah.
The iPod's doing great. We're still working, running good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Of course.
You missed out, Patty.
Yeah,
Bitch.
Patty. But yeah, I don't know if I have another like embarrassing one. I just remember like some people would put like the online now thing off, and they would like use that to like stalk their boyfriend or whatever to see like if he was online and who he was talking to, and then I remember being able to log in on the school computers was like a big deal on the MySpace because they had it blocked.
Yeah.
And then like they'll be like, oh, you have to go to this website, but you have to leave out like a letter and then click enter, and but then look it up on this search engine instead. And
Yup.
too many steps. I was like, I'll just check in when I get home.
I remember that too because we used to do that shit all the time at our school until our computer teacher got a program where she could like monitor all the screens basically.
Oh.
So yeah, then there was one
bitch.
time where I got caught while watching WWE because I went onto the WWE website and it was literally Kane and Trish Stratus in the ring, and Kane grabs her by the neck and is about to choke slam her, and then like 4 people come up to my screen. Oh, what the fuck is he about to choke slam? I was like, fuck yeah, she's gonna fucking kill her. And then,
Nice.
And then like he doesn't end up doing it because I think somebody ends up coming out. But then that's when our my computer teacher, she's all, Chris, what are you doing? And then she's all, you need to get off of that. And you're not allowed on the computer for the rest of the day. I was like, fuck! So I just had to sit there and just watch everyone else on the computer and shit like that.
And then you tell your friend, hey, go to WWE.com. I need to see that clip. I need to see how it ends.
I want to see how it ends.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that nothing happened. But
Yeah.
it was like, oh, man.
And stuff back then was just so much fun because, you know, there weren't any as much rules and regulations, terms, conditions, and contracts and shit that you got to do now. You know, it's just sign up and have fun.
Right,
you know?
right. Did you ever date anybody while you were on MySpace?
Oh, yeah.
Like where you had them on your MySpace and shit like that?
What do you mean on my mind? Like in my top
in your
8?
profile picture or something like that?
I don't think anybody ever made it to my profile picture.
Oh, damn.
But I'm pretty sure like there was a picture of them on my page.
Okay.
You know, because you can put pictures of whatever you liked or whatever like on your page.
Oh,
so I'm pretty sure they made it there. But
You're all like, this is something I like. That's something I...
yeah, these are my interests right here.
The reason why I bring it up was because I was dating some girl at the time, like in 8th grade, and I had her up on my profile picture and like all the pictures and shit like that I had on there. Well, we ended up breaking up, and so basically she was like the first girlfriend that I basically had that was like longer than a couple weeks, because you know when you're young you're like, oh, we're together, and then you're like, oh, we're not.
2 weeks you hold her hand and then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then you might kiss, whatever. Sorry. But so at the time, like, I was devastated, you know.
Listening to old R&B songs, crying yourself to sleep
in the shower.
Why'd she leave me?
So yeah, it was like that. But I also remember I didn't log on to MySpace for like a good week or so because I'm like, fuck that shit. Because first and foremost, I got to go on there and delete pictures. Second most, I got to go on there and see messages of what happened. Yeah. Oh my god, I heard what happened.
Are
you
you
have to
okay?
explain all this shit. Yeah, are you okay? You have to explain all this shit. So I didn't go on for like a good week and a half, almost 2 weeks. And then I get a message from one of her friends, and she's like, hey, how come you haven't taken down those pictures? I was like, first and foremost, fuck you, bitch. I haven't been on MySpace. When I get on MySpace, I'm gonna get on that shit.
I've been crying this whole time, okay?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Except I wasn't that mean. I was fucking way too nice. I was like, oh, I'll take them off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get to it as soon as I can.
As soon as I'm done checking off.
Yeah. But
yeah,
you know
I was
what?
like,
From also back in the day, this was
Back in the
before
day.
computers.
Yeah.
Do you remember the
5th
craze?
of November?
The craze that was Pokemon cards.
Yes, I do.
My God, Pokemon cards were going bananas. The year was 1999. The cards came out. The games came out. The show came out. The movie came out. The boobs came out at the movies, probably somewhere. But my God, Pokemon was huge.
Oh, it was huge.
And the card game, nobody knew how to play it, but we collected the cards anyways.
And we still played it.
And we still acted like we knew how to
In
play it.
quotation, still played it.
Yeah, you're damn right. Did you collect Pokemon cards back in the day?
Yeah, for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I did too, and I have no idea where those cards are at. And I wish I did, because my God, Pokemon cards are running wild today.
Yeah.
They are going for enormous numbers. I'm talking the millions and millions of cards that were from back in the day are going for millions and millions of dollars. I'm not even kidding you. I want you to Google this right now.
Jujul?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Do I just type in Google first and then?
I don't care
or do
what
I
you
just-
do. You can type in Vivaldi for all I care.
Vivaldi. Go ahead.
Type in rapper Logic Pokemon cards
Oh, God.
and tell me what number he bought those for.
227 billion. No, just $220,000
On one card.
on a rare Pokemon card.
It was a Charizard card.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, he bought it?
He bought it.
Oh, God.
He bought that card.
Oh, shit. That's a dope ass card.
Yeah. And so, for those of you that are wondering what we're looking at the original Charizard card, holographic, and it's him, shooting fire. And this card is like the card to have because it's from 1999. Excuse me. It's from 1999. It's in like perfect condition. It says first edition on it.
Wow.
It's holographic, but the thing that makes it so valuable is that it's PSA graded. Okay, now a graded card means that they send it into this company PSA and they inspect it. They inspect it for shadows along the edge of the card. They inspect it for how centered the picture is from the borders and the top and the bottom. They inspect it for any scratches on the foil parts of it. They inspect it for everything.
Okay.
And they get points for it. And a PSA 10 is the highest that it can get. And that's the card that sold for $220,000.
Damn.
And this fucking rapper bought it.
Fucking Logic bought that shit?
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. Now, I don't know what the second or third most popular card is, from like back in the day. But I'm willing to bet that I probably had it. Because I never had a Charizard. Because at the time, Charizard was actually pretty hard to get. But I had a Blastoise. I had a Raichu. I had a damn Zapdos.
Damn Zapdos.
And if those were PSA graded 10 now, I would probably
a millionaire.
have tons of money from cards.
And tons of fun.
Okay. And I bring all this up because one of the drivers at my job, he's a Pokemon card collector. Okay, he has his own Instagram. He sells cards. He buys big lots of cards.
Okay.
He'll open them up. He'll get the cards, and then if he pulls a Charizard, and Charizard's like the guy to get. So if you pull a Charizard, you get it graded, and then you sell it for a lot of money.
Okay.
And the thing is, he's been doing this for a couple years, he said, and the amount of cards he has, he said it's probably worth about $250,000.
Wow.
In just cards.
Damn. And how is he getting these cards?
He buys them like, regular, like Target or online, and then he'll open them, and he'll open the packs, he'll pull the expensive cards out. Because the thing is if you open a pack, the thing you got to do is you got to hope that one of those cards covers the cost of that pack.
Gotcha.
Okay? So if you pull a Charizard out of that thing, you got to spend like however much it is to get it graded, but then you can sell it for a couple $100. That covers the cost of the pack, covers the cost of the grading, and then you're still left with a profit.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he was talking to me about it, and we were like, oh yeah, like I used to have this card, and I used to have this card back in the day. And he's like, oh yeah, this was base set 1, or that was base set 2. And I was like, hey, what were the ones with like Team Rocket? He's like, oh, that was the Rocket set, and it had this and this, whatever. And I'm getting into it because I'm like, dude, this is like totally reminds me of like, the shit I had.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we're talking about it, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a pack. And this was last week. He's like, I'm gonna give you a pack. Next week when I see you, I'm gonna give it to you, and you open it up for yourself, and maybe it might get you into Pokemon cards again.
Yeah.
So he gave me the pack today. I opened it, and I gotta say, it was pretty cool
Really?
to open up a pack. This was the first pack of Pokemon cards I'd had in my hand in probably over 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Easily.
That does sound pretty fucking cool.
And the fact that I'm pulling this pack out and like doing the thing that they do to reveal like the good card at the end, right?
Gotcha.
And I mean, granted, they weren't good cards. Like there was 2 holographics in there, but they're not like pricey ones.
Gotcha.
But it was still so much fun.
Yeah.
And now I'm kicking myself in the ass. Like, dude, these past like 10 years, I could have been collecting Pokemon cards, and I could have, bought a house, could have bought a car, could have bought, a boat or some shit,
yeah.
on Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that he's in the market to look for a house for him and his girlfriend and his kids. And he was like, dude,
Could you imagine going to a real estate sale like, we want 300,000. I have Pokemon cards.
dude, he was saying that he's like, yeah, I could probably sell my whole collection right now, and I could probably buy a house.
Damn.
And dude, I was so I like the guy. I really like the guy, but I was so pissed off at him for saying that.
Yeah.
Just for fucking Pokemon cards, dude, you can buy a house.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, look up what are the oh, there you go. You got it right there, right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So the reason while you were talking about like going for some money and stuff like that, I pulled up the most expensive Pokemon cards ever sold, and this is a newer. This came out in 2020, so this year obviously because it's 2020. But so there's 20 of them, and basically I'm just gonna go through like the first 15 hella fast, and then we'll. Not hella fast, but we'll go through the top 5 and talk about them.
Okay.
So the number 20 is the Championship Arena card that's sold for $499, $500.
Okay, that's
So
not
I guess
that bad.
the Championship card, 2005 Pokemon World Championship card. I don't think we've ever seen that or anything like that.
Nah, probably not. That's not even a Pokemon.
Gotcha. So number 19 is Ghastly. It's an expedition card for basically $1,000.
Jesus.
So that sold for $1,000. He's not the most exciting Pokemon that springs into mind, but I mean that would be pretty cool to have a fucking Ghastly or some shit.
Yeah.
So number 18 is holographic Shadowless first edition Mewtwo card costing $1,500. I have to say I am absolutely perplexed that that's only number 18 on this list.
Yeah.
Because Mewtwo was like the fucking shit back in the day.
Yeah, he was number 150. He was the guy.
Right. But I guess not. So number 17 goes to the first edition Shadowless holographic Blastoise card.
And what did I say? Who did I say I had?
Blastoise.
God damn it.
Yeah, so $1,500. The PSA grade was a 9. So yeah, that definitely sold for well. Number 16, Gold Star Espeon card, or that's how you say it, right? Espeon.
Yeah.
Espeon, whatever. $3,500. So $3,500. Basically, yeah, I guess it was the most valuable Gold Star card. It was awarded to players that met certain criteria that was distributed to them by Pokemon Players Club. Number 15, Shining Charizard card, $3,500. Basically marks the first time a shiny Pokemon was found in the card game. So the first ever shiny one was only $3,500. Still kind of crazy. Number 14, Pikachu Expedition card. So unlike the Ghastly from earlier, we have obviously Pikachu, who was basically the shit. Sold for $6,000 in cards. Number 13, holographic Shadowless first edition Venusaur. Sold for $6,500.
Oh.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Venusaur.
Number 12, my favorite number, Black Triangle Air Booster card, booster box card, sold for $8,700. So I wouldn't even know what the fuck. Let's see, it's a
well, an error card is a card that it's like a misprint. There could be an extra letter. There could be like something off because it happens in like people that collect coins too. Like if you have a nickel, like the 1945 nickel or something like that, if there happens to be like 2 strikes on the coin, like that's considered an error because usually they take those out.
Gotcha.
It gets past quality control somehow.
Right. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, error card sold for $8,700. Number 11 here, Master Key prize card sold for $8,800.
Damn.
So it was only one of 34 cards to ever be produced, and the cards were awarded 2010 trading card tournament players in Japan. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Number 10, another computer error. The Kamix Mega Battle card sold for 10 grand.
Fuck.
That's crazy. So distributed within a monthly issue of Koro Koro comic. Basically just a computer error that was awarded to a prize in competing in the Mega Battle, but there was a computer error. So that's kind of crazy.
Wow.
So number 9 is Articuno Tropical Mega Battle card. That already sounds fucking awesome. Sold
Right.
for basically the same thing as the computer error for 10 grand. And it was the most expensive card in the world. And that is, at the time, I guess, was the most expensive card back in 99 or something like that. Number 8, the Tropical Wind card sold for 10 grand there as well. So basically awarded to the participants of the 2004 Mega Battle Tournament. Doesn't really cost a lot of money to purchase if you want it on your own. However, the 1999 version, which was handed out to the prize winners, is worth a great deal more. So that's crazy. Number 7, number 3 trainer promo card sold. We're taking a big jump here from 10,000 to 32,500.
Wow.
So the number 3 trainer card was awarded to the third highest ranking player in the annual World Championships. To many, this card is seen as a badge of honor. It's one of the highly regarded cards in the industry.
Wow. Now, we haven't seen 6 through 1 yet, but if number 2 and number 1 trainer card aren't on there, like, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. So as you talk about that, we have at number 6 the Tropical Mega Battle number 2 trainer card, which went for another big jump to 60 grand.
Whoa.
So as a prize derived from a series of the Tropical Mega Battles, as we talked about before, 7 tournaments, depending on player ability, the top 3 players were given a trader card with an executor on the front. That's pretty fucking cool. But
Well,
basically,
it only makes sense that the number 1 card is worth more than.
oh yeah, for sure. And that's where we go. Number 5, the number 1 trainer promo card was 70 grand.
Fuck.
Next on the list, number 1 trainer promo card, as I said. Pokemon franchise held a 2-day competition in 97 to celebrate their success. This gave the birth to the official Pokemon card game tournament. So basically, it was the first one ever.
I guess so, yeah.
It was reprinted multiple times and used in several competitions, so that's why the card is not the most expensive Pokemon card in the world, but still good, worth a good chunk of change. I mean,
Yeah.
70 grand? Fuck, I
it.
wouldn't be sad.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So from 70 grand and number 5, we go to number 4, the Pikachu Illustrator card, which sold for $100,000.
Holy shit.
So the 4th most expensive Pokemon card in the world is the Pikachu Illustrator. Supposedly, there were 39 of these mystical cards, but it's thought that there were only 6 left in existence.
Whoa, that's probably from like people like losing them in moves,
Yeah.
or like your parent fucking throwing it away just because you moved out or something.
Fucking wild. So if you manage to get your hands on one of these and you're looking at cashing it in for roughly 100,000. So we go from the 100,000, number 4, to number 3, where we have a Kangaskhan parent-child promo card, which sold for 133 grand.
Damn.
So this card was awarded as a prize in 1998 parent and child tournament. It is one of the most prestigious cards left in the world, and thousands competed in the competition for the right to be named Pokemon's ultimate piece of merchandise. After the competition, the card was instantly retired, which dramatically increased its value.
Of course.
So, I mean, as we've seen before, like the number 1 trainer card sold for 70 grand, but since there was so many reprints, it wasn't worth as much. And this one goes up basically another 70 in value.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. So, or sorry, 60 in value, but that's still crazy. So the number 2 card is the number 2 trainer promo card.
Wow.
So we were talking about the promo cards from before. However, when we talked about the number 3 card, this is actually the number 2 to that number 3 because the rest of them were from like different battles and shit. This one sold for 200 grand. So 200 grand, the number 2 trainer card costs more than double the price of the number 1 card. However, it's pretty difficult to find, and single listings like this are rare. Therefore, the owner can demand whatever price they want for it. If someone is prepared to pay $200,000 for it, then so be it. However, it could sit on the market for several months and dramatically reduce in price if no one is willing to pay that much.
Wow,
God damn, people.
Real bad typos at the end. Huh?
Fuck, that fucked me up. And at number 1, we the pre-release Raichu card, the evolution of Pokemon, Pikachu. The cost is unknown because it is kicking at the top spot in our holy list as our list in the holy grail of Pokemon cards. Pre-release Raichu. There are an estimated 8 cards in circulation that have pre-release badge on it. So
You
everything.
okay over there? You having a stroke or something?
I'm just running out of air. Everything else on the card remains the same as the base set version, except a stamp that serves as the main differentiator. I can't believe I got that on the first try.
Nice.
I hate that word. This card is so rare that it's impossible to value, so it's left unknown until one finally, if ever, goes up for sale.
So that's basically like your retirement plan card.
If you find it, you're retired. You're good.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Because then we talked about Logic paying $220,000, so that would instantly boost it to number 2.
Right.
Only
yeah.
behind a card that has no value because it's so priceless.
That's fucking wild.
And dude, it's so crazy to think that fucking cardboard is worth so much, dude. But
Yeah.
I mean, baseball cards and football cards had the same kind of boom.
Oh yeah, for
you know,
sure. And I had a shit ton of those.
At the
still.
time, it was real hot, but now it's cold.
Yeah.
But Pokemon cards, dude, they went hot and then they were just kind of medium for a while, but now they're like red hot again.
Mm-hmm.
All these celebrities and entertainers and stuff, they're getting into it too. I saw that what's that guy's name? Jake Paul. He's like opening packs of Pokemon cards on Twitch.
Fuck Jake Paul.
And I'm like, holy shit,
he
dude. Like,
died.
this is crazy. And God damn it, man. I wish I was able to do this shit earlier, because if it's just one of those things, if you would have known.
Yeah.
If you would have known. And dude, I had cards in a binder in sleeves. I have no idea where they're at.
Damn.
Like, hopefully they're at my mom's house.
Maybe you better go
But-
to that garage.
Yeah, but who knows? What if like there was a rat or something in the garage and it ate it, or just it got wet.
A Rattata came in and ate your cards.
Goddamn Rattata. Yeah.
So that's crazy, dude. Because again, you don't know like what the value of these cards are, especially when you're young, and especially since you're young, you're going to be throwing these cards around anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean, even getting top dollar would probably be hard to do. And when
Dude,
they're
I would
bent
be
a little bit.
I would be okay with medium dollar.
No, I agree. I'm not saying anything to get that. Like if you can get $100 out of it,
Yeah.
that's $100 right there.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
cares? But yeah, some of these cards, that's pretty crazy. I think the biggest storyline is going from the number 3 trainer promo card to the number 1, and then the top one being the number 2 trainer promo card.
Yeah.
So it's like you won first place, but you didn't really get shit. If you were second, oh fuck yeah! Like you're gonna reap the rewards.
The person that got second place, ends up winning in the long run.
Right. So that's fucking wild. And then imagine though, like always having that card in your back pocket, like where
Not
if you-
literally, like in a safe,
Yeah.
but figuratively in your back pocket.
Yeah, like where it's like if you need to sell something because you're in a really big bind or something, boom, it's like right there, 200 grand.
That's what I'm saying. Like
crazy.
Like that Raichu card, dude. That's your retirement plan.
Oh my god, dude.
You trade that card in, and then guess what? You've got a nice beach house. You got a couple cars,
Mm-hmm.
and you're set for your retirement. You can just live out the rest of your days knowing that Raichu
Right.
paid for your shit.
Thank you, Raichu.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it really is though. Like when you really think about it, it's kind of like I don't know, like especially just cards in general, And I just looked up the Raichu card and it looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's the same thing except it says pre-release right there in the corner.
Yeah, that's fucking
gosh,
wild,
man.
dude.
But yeah,
I
you never know, man. Like, because he was telling me, he's like, you never know, man. Like, this might get you back into Pokemon cards. I don't know. And I'm like, hey, after seeing the dollar signs, man, I might just do it. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you on that one. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I remember opening those up and
Yeah. And a lot of people are opening up like the original packs, and they call it base set 1. Like it's the original like booster packs.
gotcha.
And I'm asking them, I'm like, well, how do they still have unopened packs? Like, this is, 20 years ago. Like, how do they still have unopened packs?
So he's buying. So they're no longer in circulation. Is that the thing?
That's what it is. Like,
So,
all these
but-
cards, like, he said that there's guys that have cases of them that they never opened them back then. And they're the ones that are selling them to people, like, out there on eBay or in the world now.
Wow.
And then they just get, tossed around because it's kind of like gold. The
Yeah.
longer that they stay unopened, the more it's gonna increase.
Damn. I wonder how much like a. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I'm telling you, dude. See, look at
Probably on eBay. I just
God damn it, Jordan! You got us hooked.
Pokemon cards or what would
Type in
Pack, right?
base set. Base set.
base set. Yeah, I just kind of want to see what a pack is like going for. God damn. So you could get.
Well, see, those are open though. Like that's where like they probably already like pulled out the good cards.
Gotcha.
You gotta look for like an unopened pack, like kind of like the one I opened or the one we saw earlier.
Yeah, gotcha. An open pack. Yeah, I wonder how much they're going for right now. So there's
You gotta look for like the old ones. Those are new. You could tell they're new.
yeah. So you got one going for about 30. It's 98.
Yeah.
It's from the first movie.
Yeah, those aren't the real cards though. Those are like just like promo cards
Okay.
because they handed those out when you got your movie ticket,
Wait, was that the
the first movie.
Yeah. So like, were those the gold ones?
No. The gold ones came from Burger King.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I have one of those somewhere.
Yeah. So see like how they have one for the second movie right there.
Pokemon 2000. Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
keep scrolling.
And those look pretty cool.
Close. Okay, right there. First, go down one.
Oh,
Yeah. So see that those are in Japanese, but it's still like the first pack that they had
$368.
unopened. Yeah. And the crazy
That's
thing is
fucking
you have no
wild,
idea
dude.
what the fuck is gonna be in that pack.
Yeah, like you could literally get it and just get like
And you pull out a Psyduck, you know?
yeah, or fucking all 5 Rattatas. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is insane.
that is pretty fucking crazy though.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this show, you want-
look at that,
and you want financial advice, invest in Pokemon cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But damn it, man! I swear, like I swear that we should have got into this a long time ago. I say we get into it now, maybe, but in the long run, this stuff's just gonna keep going up in price.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I think
especially
it's
if they're
pretty cool.
graded and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right.
agree.
Before I get more depressed, I think let's get out of here.
All right.
Executioner, where can they find you on the social stuff?
All right. First and foremost, I want to thank Yeshua for allowing me to do this. And I want to thank each and every one of you for listening and subscribing and doing all those ings and stuff like that, sharing. But in all seriousness, we appreciate each and every one of you, and we thank you for at least even us giving a listen for a couple seconds, or even the whole show, or if you're one of the very elite people of the GTP, you listen to all of our podcasts, and for that we really do even more appreciate you. You have more value. I'm just kidding, but seriously, yeah,
Just like that Raichu card.
yes, you are our Raichu. But in all seriousness, I mean, that was all serious too. But yeah, if you want to find me on the social stuff, all you got to do is just go to thegoodtimespodcast.com, hit the about button. You're able to scroll down and find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Snapchat as well. You can always add me on Snapchat. Let me know, hey, I listened to your podcast, whatever it is. We do appreciate all the feedback and anything that you have to say. Let us know how you feel. How about you, Jack? Where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at bsalsanchez. Don't forget to, when you go to thegoodtimespodcast.com, all the old shows are there, so you can listen to what the hell we were talking about earlier, and you can also share them with your friends. Also, don't forget, we have a store. Go to tpublic.com/user/bsalsanchez and you'll find the official Good Times Podcast t-shirts. We have the new logo, we have the retro logo, and we also have the Jackass logo.
Yeah.
If you don't want a shirt, get a sticker, get a magnet, get a whatever else they serve there. But you can get our logo on it, all right?
Can you get a GTP condom?
Maybe.
All right.
It's only good for one use, though. Maybe two if you really stretch it out. But yeah, I think that's all we got. Don't forget, Pokemon cards are going up in value, so get yourself a fucking pack or something.
Do it.
Just hold on to it for a long time.
Please.
All right. Well, I am Almanac Jack. He is the Executioner, and we are out of time. This has been another episode of Good Times.
Tonight.